Hey guys, welcome back to Divine Journey series that I'm doing here on the Ballpit YouTube channel. Oh man, we're doing what is this? This is episode 5, so it's days 21 to 25. And I'm, if you don't know, I haven't been watching videos that have come out this week and everything else. I'm a little sick. I am getting like a sinus infection or something like that, which is a lot of fun, obviously. So, this is going to be a nice and chill episode because I don't really feel like doing anything. All right, but I was going to do the building episode this week, which I was going to make it like a special, like a building special, instead of like a regular thing, because it's going to take me more than 5 days to build this fucking thing, and I'm not going to count that in the time because I'm bad at building and slow, and it would just, whatever. And we have a lot of the stuff. If you see with these chests over here, these two, we got a lot of cobblestone, a lot of spruce wood, which is important. We got some other stuff going on. However, we need wool, like a lot of wool. So that is, I think, going to be task number 1 for this set of days, is to go down and get some sheep and possibly some other animals. Where's the leads, bro? I literally made them. I know I did. Oh, did I not make them yet? Which is why I needed string. Interesting. Okay. That's why. Being dumb. It's been a while. So string like that. So like, boom, boom, and then we throw a slime ball right in there. Boom, we have a lead. Ow. You ever sneeze and you're like hurt? Like it's like physically painful? Yeah, me neither. Ow. I'm telling you right now that like if we broke it down, the proportional text rate whenever I'm recording is way higher than when I'm not. And it's weird because it's not like I record at the same time every day, or like every time I do record it's at the same time. Like it's genuinely just whenever I have time. It's random. It sometimes happens late at night, sometimes it happens in the middle of the day, sometimes it happens in the morning, sometimes it happens in like the evening time. Like it's different all the time. But I always just seem to get texts when I'm recording. Like, text me when I'm not recording, bro. I know that they don't know that I'm recording, but still, it's they somehow know. Deep inside, they somehow just know. Alright, let's go find a sheep. Oh, sheep. A snake. A snake. Oh, chickens. I don't really need you. Parrots. Okay. Frog. A zombie. It's a magic force. I don't even know. Oh, wait. There's cows. There's pigs. You know what? And in the way that Minecraft works, now that I'm looking for sheep, I'm not going to find any. But as soon as I'm looking for, like, cows or pigs or chickens or any other animal, all I'm going to be able to find are fucking sheep. It's just how Minecraft works. If you know, you know. Cows. 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 A lot of cows. A lot of cows. More cows. Which eventually I will be looking for cows. But we need to get sheep moving now so I can start shearing. Because I need a lot of wool for my build. What are some things to talk about? Oh, big news. So I'm recording this on March 9th. I think this might go out exactly a week later, so like the 16th, maybe, yeah. I usually put these out on Saturdays when I do put them out. On the 14th of March, on Steam, there's basically like a remastered Classics Edition, I think they call it, of Star Wars Battlefront 2, like the OG one, and I'm so fucking excited for it. I've already pre-ordered it. That game was my childhood. Is my childhood, is a very important game to me, and I'm very excited to have it be redone a little bit and just look a little nicer and a little more put together and everything else. I've never played on the computer before, so it'll be interesting. But I used to be really good on the console. And maybe I'll make a series out of it where I play through the Imperial campaign or something. Just for funsies. Alright, pigs and cows. Lovely. Chickens. Alright, we got the 4 major animal groups without sheep, of course. Chickens. I found him. Alright. Sheep, let's go. Time to go back home. I gotta figure out how to climb a cliff face with the sheep. That'll be fun. Once I get the animals, though, we're good. You know, because I can just make sure that there's always at least 2. And just breed them. So we don't have to ever have to do this again. We just gotta go through the process of getting them. And I wish that we had, like, safari nets. Which is unfortunate. Because obviously, safari net would make this way easier. And look at that. It took essentially all day. But we got a sheep up here. That's impressive. We did it. Oh, this is bad. Come on, let's go. And boom. Sheep. We did it. And we can wake up on day 22. And go grab another one. Alright, we're out of ores here. See if there's any more. Throw the aluminum in there. Alright, let's go get another sheep. And then we can start breeding the sheep. Obviously. And shearing them. So we can get a steady wool supply going. I'm not going to say in this episode we're going to get like all 100 and something pieces of wool that we need. I can do that in the build episode. But just so we have a renewable supply, essentially, of wool, I think it's not a bad idea, you know. What else is going on nowadays? Live action Avatar. I've heard mixed reviews about it. A lot of me debates over whether or not it is worth it for me to spend time watching it. And every time I like think about it, and I'm like, should I watch it? Should I not? My ultimate kind of conclusion I come to it is, well, why don't I just watch the actual Avatar? Like, the actual just animated series. Like, why don't I just watch that? That's always kind of what my conclusion ends up being. Because, you know, I'm somebody under the opinion, a lot of times, that, you don't really need to make everything that's animated a live action version. There's some things that are good animated. And they don't need a live action. Like, Avatar is one of those things I think genuinely just gets worse in live action because they're able to do so much with the animated version. So when I look at the live action, I'm just like, I just don't understand why this needed to exist. Especially because the M. Night Shyamalan movie did not really get the greatest of reviews and attention when it was made. So we have precedent for a live action Avatar just inherently being worse than animated. So it's like, why would we try it again? You know? I don't know. It just feels to me like not everything needs to be live action. And I think part of the reason that they always try to make something live action is because animation at this point is still not a respected art form of movie or film, show, creation, whatever else. It's still considered something that is childish, like it's for kids and everything else. And, you know, if you're somebody who's watched the original Avatar: The Last Airbender show, while that's definitely a show that is suitable for kids, I don't think it was made just for kids. Are you kidding me? God, you're a bastard, aren't you? Yes, anyways, what I was saying is while it may not be, it may be suitable for kids, obviously, like, you know, that's the, ultimately it's like a U7 or whatever rating. so it's suitable for kids, and it was put on Nickelodeon. When you look at the writing and the world building and the characters and everything else that you got going on, to suggest that it is a show that can only be watched and enjoyed by children and there's nothing adult about it is just a blatant, lie, essentially. The character development and everything is really good. It's really well done. The world building is really fleshed out and well made. There's a lot of things about Avatar: The Last Airbender that make it one of the best shows ever, and can absolutely be enjoyed by any adult willing to put aside the social bias, essentially, that exists against animation and give it a try. And I think that more people should come around to supporting and enjoying animated projects, because there's so much you can do with animation that you either can't do with live action, it's way too expensive to do with live action, or doing it with live action makes it look cheap and janky. Like a lot of the bending and stuff that's done Avatar: The Last Airbender, I don't know how they're gonna, realistically do it with the live action. And there's a lot of moments I've seen from the live action that just look cheap and janky because they're trying to replicate something that was done through, a great set of animators in live action. And that's difficult to do. So, I guess my whole point on the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender is that I don't think that things that are done in animation should be redone in live action. And ultimately that, breaches into a broader point that is very important to me and I try to make, which is that we need to stop remaking stuff. We need to stop. And we need to go about with new ideas. Remaking stuff, oftentimes you'll never be able to achieve the nostalgia and the quality and everything of the original. And that's just part of it. That's just part of life. It's just kind of how it works in a sense. And if there's if there is a show or a movie or an idea that is good enough that it warrants a remake, if that makes sense, then why would you need to remake it? Because the original's good enough. Instead, you should go about making new ideas that, titillate people's interests in a different way. So that's my major point about that. But we got 2 sheep up here, and we've just created our first baby sheep. Nice. Let's go in here, and let's grab that 3 iron right there. Oh, I only need 2, I suppose. Oh, I forgot this thing. Shears. You need 2 iron, a string, an iron rod, oak wood planks. Okay, so we're going to need more iron. Boom. Set of shears. Boom. I got my first bits of wool. I love that with this tooltip at the top, it gives you a breeding cooldown and a growing cooldown. I really like that. So we got a wool farm set up on the 22nd day. And a big problem that we're going to now face is I don't know what to do with the rest of this time. Maybe we go mining. We do need diamonds. We do need diamonds. Maybe we go mining. Oh, that's a bad idea. We're running out of ores and stuff anyways, so maybe we need cobblestone. Alright. So, we can sleep right here. Wake up on the morning of the 23rd day. And make a stone pickaxe. So maybe we just go around looking for stuff. I'll grab iron. I'll grab the stuff that I think will actually be helpful. So like iron, lead, silver. Obviously, I'll collect this redstone. Lead is helpful. Coal ore is helpful. Like realmite and that kind of thing can just kind of stay there for right now. I'm just going to grab the stuff I think will actually be helpful. Silver, we can grab this coal. We can grab this iron. Because we're at 14. This is like good diamond height, right? Like I'm not tripping. Diamond height hasn't changed, has it? Oh yeah, so the build episode is not going to be a part of the official series, like the 100 days. I'm probably just going to do like a special, like a bonus episode or whatever, which is like just me faffing around trying to figure out how to fucking build the throne room. Just so you guys can kind of... I considered doing it in a live stream format, but I don't really like live streams as much. By myself, that is. Like, if it's like me and James, who's... If you guys don't know who James is, he's actually the co-owner of this YouTube channel. He's just an art student in college, and thus is really busy. Doesn't have time to record. And I am graduated from college and work full-time, which you may think, oh, well, you work full-time. How do you have time to record? And James doesn't. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I don't know if it's just my job. It probably is just my job and some of the things that come with it. I have way more free time than I did in college. So it's not a huge ask for me to record. Obviously, me making 7 videos a week, like my goal is harder. Because, you know, the hardest part of being consistent on YouTube, straight up, you know, obviously different YouTubers might have different opinions. This is just mine. It's editing. It really is the hardest part, especially when you do your own editing, because I'll be like editing a video to come out in like a week from now, and I'm like, you just have to get through the fact, like, this is gonna, usually these Minecraft ones are like hour-long footage recordings, right? So I have to sit there as the editor and listen to myself talk, and it's only a couple days after I record it, so I remember doing it. I remember the conversations, I remember the words, I remember all of that, and I have to sit there and sit through the editing process, and it's just like, it's boring, to be completely honest, because it's like, I remember saying all these things, I remember making all the jokes, I remember all the topics of conversation, like, and now I have to re-listen to it. Like, it's like watching a movie and then watching it back over again right after. Like, you know, obviously if it's a really good movie, it's a really good episode I put out, it's a little easier. But at the same time, it's still like, I just watched you. Which is why I've actually made an active attempt to not edit a video in the same day I make it. Which obviously sometimes sucks, because there'll be days where I have like a ton of free, like there'll be like one day a week or something like that where I just have a bunch of free time, and I record a bunch of videos, edit a bunch of videos, like I have a ton of free time, and I just dedicate it to doing this, right? And then the problem with that is that I can't edit and make a video on the same day, so I pretty much have to put aside like 2 days to do it. So basically what I try to do now is when I have one day with a ton of free time, that's when I get all my editing done and maybe play Minecraft, because this is longer footage. And then days where I have less time, I just try to get, you know, an episode of gaming out, because it's not hard to play Titan Quest for half an hour. It's not hard to make time for that. So yeah. Diamonds! 4 of them. Nice. I love how the diamonds kind of shine a little more than a lot of the other ores. It makes it easier to kind of see them and find them. Ugh, let me grab another cough drop. My throat is starting to hurt. God, I hate being sick, man. Or allergies, or whatever the fuck I got going on right now. It very well could be allergies, because it's... I don't know about where you guys are from in the world. I live in the, you know, the eastern United States, the East Coast. It's been warmer these past couple days. Today sucks, though. Today sucks. Is like 44 degrees and just raining. It's like if I wanted to live in London, if I just wanted it to be cold and wet, I'd move to Ireland. Not the East Coast of the United States. I say East Coast. That's a bit generous. I don't live that close to a coast. I don't live that close to the beach. I can't, like, walk to the beach. Like, that's just not. It takes me a while to get to the beach. And the closest beaches are either Maryland. I live in Pennsylvania. So, the closest beaches are either in Maryland. I guess Delaware. I always forget about Delaware. Which is funny, because I might live in Delaware at some point in the future. Oh, well, newsflash. Yeah, you know what? Let's go into... Fuck it. Let's just start talking about shit, man. So right now, I live in somewhere in Pennsylvania. Just say that. And I work as a social worker. However, eventually I want to be a sociology professor. I think I've talked about that in previous episodes of this very series. And thus, I need to go, basically be a professor of fucking anything. You need to have a doctorate, a PhD. It's just the way of the world. And so, man, they're tearing up this grass. That's just the way of the world. You need to have a doctorate. And thus, I had to think about what universities I could attend to get that doctorate. And the thing about sociology, it's the study of people and patterns, groups of people and patterns, essentially. Well, the thing about sociology is it's not a super popular brand of field of study, if you will, which essentially means that there's not a lot of places where you can actually go to get a doctorate in sociology. And the best option, or the most likely option, or whatever else I'm going to end up attending or going to, this is the 23rd, and I'm waking up on the 24th. Most likely option that I'll be attending to get my doctorate is the University of Delaware, UD. Which means that one day, whenever I do end up deciding to go to grad school and pursue that, I'll be living in Newark, Delaware. One of the best places on earth, baby. That's a lie. But yeah, so I don't want to talk too much shit on Delaware. I need to get back to what the crux of what I was actually talking about. I don't want to shit on Delaware too much, because I might live there one day. But yeah, so the closest beaches are either Delaware, which I can't really say that I'm super excited about living in Delaware, or I don't know about the beaches in Delaware, actually. Somebody has to fill me in on what beaches in Delaware are like, but I do know what beaches in the two other close places that I really was referring to, which is New Jersey and Maryland. And the problem with both, the problem with New Jersey is that it is New Jersey, and New Jersey sucks. And I'm actually going to cheat right here, and you guys can suck my fucking dick if you care. I'm just going to cheat in torches because I can, number one. And number two, it's mostly for you guys, because, I know I'm fine. My brightness is on bright and everything. But, I want you guys to have a better experience, so we will be doing that. Yeah, the problem with New Jersey is that it's New Jersey. Anybody who's from the East Coast essentially knows that New Jersey sucks. Sorry if you live in New Jersey and you like it. But, if you do live in New Jersey and you like it, you're stupid and dumb, and your opinion on everything should automatically be invalidated for that opinion. That's right. So yeah, New Jersey sucks, and nobody wants to live there because it's New Jersey and it sucks. And then Maryland is just really expensive. It's just it's way more expensive than PA. The cost of living in Maryland is so much higher than it is in PA. So it's like, why would I want to spend any real length of time in either of those states when I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, Pennsylvania's best state. Like, I'm not, because it's probably not. But I think it's better than, it's definitely better than New Jersey. I am willing to go so far as to say that it's better than New Jersey, because it's fucking New Jersey, bro. The place sucks. And I would say it's better than Maryland because it costs less to exist, which is something that's very important to me. Because it sucks when it costs money to exist. So yeah, I say I'm on the East Coast in Pennsylvania, but it's not. We're not really that close to a coast. You know what I'm saying? And a common debate, actually, let's talk about this. A common debate between people that live in PA is Philly or Pittsburgh, which is better. And for the longest time, I grew up as Pittsburgh sports fan. So, a lot of me was like, obviously Pittsburgh's better. But now, having been to both, Pittsburgh and Philly, and spent a decent amount of time in both, Philly clears, bro. Like, it's not even a debate. I can't believe that I made it a debate, all that time ago that I thought it was a debate. I can't even believe I thought Pittsburgh was better for a while just because I was a biased Pittsburgh Steelers fan and Penguins fan. I don't really care about baseball. Yeah, Philly's way better. Philly is a great city. You know what I mean. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, Philly's the best. But as an East Coast city, what's really better than Philly? Like Boston? No. New York? Maybe. Certain parts. Obviously, I mean certain parts of any city. Except Baltimore. City sucks. And that's not even like me being a biased sports fan, because I'm not really a football fan or hockey fan anymore. I just watch basketball, and I'm a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, so there's no reason that Baltimore would have any hate in my heart through sports. But the city is just not a place you really want to spend time. Genuinely. Inner Harbor's cool. You've been to Inner Harbor? It's cool. But when you go 2 blocks or so away, is those diamonds? Yeah. Go like a couple blocks away from Inner Harbor, you've instantly lost all of the good parts. So it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. Yeah, Baltimore sucks. Not a Baltimore fan. And, if you do live in Baltimore, I feel bad for you. But it's the way the wind blows, if you will. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe people who have spent more time in Baltimore than me, maybe if you're watching this and you really like Baltimore, first of all, maybe you should go to therapy, because there might be something wrong with you. But outside of that, let me know why you like Baltimore. What's cool in Baltimore? Maybe next time I end up in the city. Because I normally, when I fly places, I fly out of BWI because, I will give that to Baltimore. BWI is a nice airport, and I like it. Oh, we should go at 12. 12. Like this height. This is interesting. Actually, I'm just going to explore this. BWI is a decent airport. If I have to fly, which flying sucks and I hate it, but if I have to fly, I like to fly out of BWI. I think it's an airport that is the perfect size. It's big enough and has a lot of cool. I say cool. It has a lot of good places to like eat and stuff like that before your flight, while you're waiting, layovers, whatever. But it's not massive. It's not a huge airport. It's pretty simple. It's not too confusing. Good airport. But what are some places in Baltimore that aren't the airport? Because on your normal day-to-day, when you're just stopping into the city, you're not really going to go and hang out at the airport. If you do, you might be a bit crazy. But I'm not going to go hang out in the airport. So let me know some cool places in Baltimore to go and hang out in. I saw Chris Rock in Baltimore. I actually have a writer's block video about it, about comedy in general after watching that. Because, wow, watching Chris Rock was a really cool experience, and it was pretty funny most of the time. There's some certain jokes that he made that I didn't really love, and I took some issue with some of them. Not because I was offended. I don't really give a shit about most things, so it's not that I was offended. I just didn't think it was good comedy. I thought a lot of it was in bad taste. So, yeah, you can go find that writer's block video if you really want to hear my opinions about comedy and Chris Rock. But seeing him live was cool. I will say that. Seeing him live was a cool experience. I love stand-up comedy, man. I love it so much. A good stand-up comedian, that's like my favorite thing. Like if you're a lovely woman of age that is for some reason interested in me, for whatever reason you'd be dumb and crazy and have bad taste enough to do that, and you're like, man, I want to propose a date to this guy that will really get him going and really get him interested in me, take me to a stand-up comedy, man. You do that, I'll love you forever. Probably not forever. There's probably some things that can happen and you can do to make me disagree with that. Well, I just love stand-up comedy. And it's a good time. I love going to stand-up comedy with other people. Especially other people that appreciate stand-up comedy. Because I think laughing with somebody is one of the most therapeutic and just positive experiences you can have with people. Like, just being able to just, like, sit down and laugh with them, have a good time with them. Like, laughter's great. Laughter's amazing. Being able to share laughter with other people is beautiful. There's something really beautiful about it. So, yeah. Essentially, ladies, if you're interested and of age, of course, and you take me, or if you're not interested in me for whatever reason because you have good taste in men, take whatever man you're out. Stand up comedy. I think it's a good time. I think it's a unique date, and I know you guys probably like, why are you telling the women to take men out on a date? Because ladies, if you're interested in a man, make the first move. Do it. I promise there's been multiple relationships I've been in where the woman has made the first move, and there's something really attractive about that. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really put it down. Like, I like when a woman takes charge. Like, that's not really like my thing. It's not my style, so I don't really know why I like it. But I like it. I think like here's what I'll say. Right, here's what I'll say. There's women that if they ask me out, I would say yes. Oh no, and go on a date with them. Oh yeah, go back in there. Whereas I wouldn't ask them out on my own. Not because I'm afraid to or anything like that, but just because I don't think I'm interested enough to go and put myself out there and pursue. But I'd be willing to explore getting to know better, because let's keep it a buck, man. Let's keep it a buck. There's a lot of beautiful women in this world. A lot of beautiful women in this world. And so, to me, looks aren't that important because there's so many beautiful women. But when you find a woman that has a personality that you can really get along with, that's when you know that that's like somebody special, essentially. You guys are like, what is bro on about? We got the diamonds. Lovely, lovely, lovely. What's next? Make a diamond chest. We could do that. Because we have the diamonds. Or maybe we should make a Spartan shield. We need 4 diamonds and a crude wooden shield, which are planks and a stick. Let's do some questing stuff. I need another chest. Where's the chest? Yeah, just get you right there. This is gonna be my pickaxe chest. Boom, 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 boom. For all those when I need to go vein mining. Boom. Crude wooden shield. Boom. A Spartan shield. You can shield bash. Nice. Nice. I like that. We got Spartan shield. I'll throw that in there for now. I don't really need that just on like my day-to-day. Spikes too. So I guess that's kind of like thorns for your shield. Like it just does more damage when you shield bash or anything like that. Or maybe if they hit you, it hurts. I don't really know. Epic backpack is really what I should be putting my time into, I think. So we need a block of diamond. Let's make that. A block of alamite, which we have. Perfect. 3... Oh, lag spike. 3 alamite ingots. And this should be my last day, I believe. Yeah. 3 alamite ingots, which we have. Put it like that. And then we need treated leather. Which we need leather, bucket of water, flint, lime pigment. Which, how do we make lime pigment? Is that cactus? Oh, so we need bone meal and then cactus green or whatever, right? Yeah, okay. That's fine. We should have cactuses, actually. 3. I don't want to steal all the cactus, though, because I need 4 cactus green. 5. Perfect. And let me actually just take this one and move it over here. And actually, now that I think about it, might want to just plant some cactus. Where's sand? We should have sand. Oh, I have some in my inventory here. Yeah, let's plant some cactus. We'll just put it like over here. Go like boom, 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 boom. Get that growing. The rest of this can be smelted. We also need leather. We have enough. We need the bucket. So we can get water. And then, what is the other thing we need? Flint. Flint, flint, flint. Alright, here we go. We got cactus green. We have bone meal. There we go. We have 4 lime dye. That there. That there. That there. And then buckets of water. And with this last full bucket, we now have 4 pieces of treated leather, which we can add over here for an epic backpack. I'm going to grab 30 gold. Shift for info. Ultimate backpack. Go like that. I forgot. I think there's a button. We can just open backpack. C. So basically, as long as I have this somewhere in my inventory, all I have to do is press. Has to be in your hotbar. Oh, it's a bauble. Okay. Got it. So now it's on my body, and I can just press C, and boom. I get a bunch of extra inventory space, which will be very helpful, I believe, moving forward. We need a diamond chest, which requires 8 diamonds, and I do not... Yeah, we don't have that many anymore. We only have 4. So, there you go. We actually used our diamonds for good. Let me shear the sheep again and possibly breed them. Boom. Bunch of wool. Got some sheep going on. We've done a lot this episode. We got sheep being bred up on this rock face. And we've got ourselves... made some headway on quests, and we've grabbed a whole bunch of ores and done some mining and stuff. And now that we've gotten the wool situation taken care of in terms of renewability, I think the next Divine Journey episode you see will actually be a bonus episode, will not count towards any of the days, and will be me finalizing, well, doing the building over here. So we're obviously going to be building, if you guys have been paying attention here, we're going to be building my throne room on this face right here. So obviously we're going to have to flatten it out quite a bit more, make it a nice face for that, but that'll all be part of the building process. And then I'll build it for you guys to see and follow along. And also in the description of that video, I'll put the link of the build that I found, so you guys can follow along with that, which is what will be up on my second monitor. And you guys can build it too, because I think you guys would enjoy that. I know I would. If you guys built the same thing as me, I think it'd be cool. I love how it's like I'm signing out of the episode, but it's mostly because I don't really have anything to do at this point. Like, I don't want to go mining because I don't want the, what am I trying to say? Because the episode's going to end soon. It's going to turn night soon, and I don't want to get involved in mining and just do like a couple things, and it's like, boom, we're back. So let's look at these quests and see what else we have. So we gotta get diamonds for that. We gotta get a bunch of obsidian, which I feel like we have a bunch of obsidian. Am I not mistaken? We have 4. We have 8. We don't? Oh, here we go. We need more. You know what? Let's actually just go and do that. Good cave. I see. I think if you go from above, that's when it turns into obsidian, so. There we go. And then let's turn Vein Miner on, and let's go after this piece of obsidian right here. Oh. Alright, we got all the obsidian we need now. We can go home. Sun is setting. Let's get the ender lilies, because that's how we can grow ender pearls. I'm not going to set those up yet, as much as that would be helpful, just because I want to make sure I do it right, and it's something that stays around. But then we can make obsidian armor, which is slightly weaker than iron armor. Like, why would I even want that? We can get the process of doing this, which is how we move on to the next section. But I want to finish these first. We can get experience tanks, which I don't think I'm going to use, because I like to have experience in my thing for mending to take place. So, you know, we can go whatever. And we can do those drawer upgrades once we actually make the drawer. We have that, and we have that. So, just a bunch of just like little things, honestly, left to do, which is fine. But next time we come back for a full episode, I should have like a place to stay that's not just this bed out here. So look forward to that, and if you guys are interested in the building process, there will be a probably pretty long episode that's mostly unedited for that. So thank you guys again. I hope you're enjoying this series. I know I am. I hope you're enjoying other videos. I know I am. I hope you come back. I hope you do. You hope you come back too. All right. Bye now.